Happy Sunday. Come on, come on. We're going to learn all about the fourth word of the month, right?
Yes, attitude. Attitude is the word we're focusing on this week.
Attitude. So first of all, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jennifer
And I'm Greg.
And we are here, in case you haven't seen us before, what we're doing is that we have taken upon ourselves to basically read this book. It's by Jason Tyne.
52 words.
52 words, a word a week. And then what we're doing is we are basically sharing just a little bit of our perspective on the word, how the word, affected us.
Right.
And then we're also using our Subliminal Vision Boards app, and we will be showing you the boards that we've created in hopes that will inspire you to reprogram your mind if needed for these words.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah. So welcome. We're going to give it a little bit. Please share this video out. There's so many people that are so programmed on words. Words are power. Words are energy. And if we can really harness those words, that energy that we're surrounded, that we give and we receive from people, we can really harness our life, right?
Yeah, no, definitely, especially with the words that you say. It's very powerful.
Very powerful. Very powerful.
And going through this book now, being in the fourth week, it's changed my perspective on quite a few things.
Exactly.
Words are powerful, and they have so many different meanings.
And what we've noticed is that each one of us has a different connection with these words, a different perspective on them. He's gone through certain things that I haven't, and vice versa. And that affects how we attach our emotions and how we really connect with these words. And when we are connecting with them in a positive, powerful, self-reliant, self-confidence, just kick butt kind of way, when we are embracing and taking back the power of these words, that's shifting your life. That shifts your whole perspective on just your everyday.
Well, especially taking each word once a week and focusing on those words, it's definitely changed my life.
Yeah.
And it's only been, 4 weeks. I missed last week's show because I was working. So.
Right.
But back on.
He's back on.
Back on and back on track.
So again, this is the book. It's called 52 Words by Jason Tyne. Oh, thank you, Tim. Tim says, love your show.
Excellent. Thanks,
Everybody,
Tim.
please share this out. There's so many people that are really being limited in their life simply by the perspective of how they're feeling and seeing certain words. So please share. This is going to be a really powerful night. And we have a surprise for you at the end, too. A surprise.
I like that.
So hang with us. We're going to go over the word, upside down, word tonight. And tonight's word, real quickly, if you haven't had a chance to catch up to us, we're on our 4th week now. 1 month, so congratulations.
Yeah, a month.
For everybody. Congratulations.
Yeah, you too.
Right, we're dedicated.
Good, and I'm glad you had me get involved.
Yeah, no, this is great. We're choosing to do this because we really realize that everyone has different perspectives. So congratulations on a whole month of being with us if you've been with us from the beginning.
Yes.
If you haven't, I've actually added all the previous videos from the last few weeks, from the very beginning,
up onto the YouTube channel. Right?
Onto our Subliminal Vision Board YouTube channel. So I will put the link after the video, and so definitely go there, subscribe, and then you can also, watch reruns, or if you, want to see a certain part of something else of one of our videos. Maybe you remember something and you want to check that out again. So in any event, go check that out, Subliminal Vision Boards app, and it's at the YouTube channel. So without further ado.
Hello, Nancy.
Hi, Mom.
Mother just rolled
Both of our mothers are on right now.
Mama?
Your mom's on here, yes. Steve, Laura Tofian. Just hiding in there.
Excellent.
So anyway, hi, Amy. All right, so this week's word was?
Attitude.
Attitude. Attitude.
Would you like me to start?
Yeah, go ahead and start.
Well, let me just.
Yeah.
What attitude to me is.
Right. So first of all, for the ones that haven't been here before, what we do is we've bought this book. Well, actually, we were given this book because we went to one of his seminars, Jason Tynes. So we were one of the lucky 50.
Yeah, the lucky 50 to get a free book, and he signed it for us.
He signed it. Yep, exactly. And so just so you know, so in the very beginning we're using this as a workbook. And in the very beginning, we write what we feel of the word. You know, when you think of attitude, what we're doing is we write on the very top our perspective at that point before we hear the wisdom of this book and before we can really connect with our subconscious, with our higher being, you know, with source. So that's what Greg's going to read to you, what he felt when he heard the word, when he looked at the word. Attitude. Yeah. Hi, Tim. Oh, good. Okay, so
all
Greg,
right.
Go ahead. Italian's going tonight, so all right, go for it.
Attitude to me is something that I know of as being my ego, for which I had let go of a long time ago. My attitude is one of kindness, good-heartedness, and goodwill towards everyone, coming from the heart and not driven by the ego. Because when I think of attitude, I think of your ego taking over, you know, putting you in a place that's not really you. You know, we're number one, we're the best.
So you think of attitude as almost, well, like you're saying, like an ego. So you immediately associate attitude as a negative thing. Negative attitude would be more of an ego-driven?
Depending on how you use it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Depending on how you use it. But not mostly it comes from a negative.
A negative.
Being the ego, yes.
Okay, all right. And feel free to chime in, guys.
But you get your attitude from the emotions that come into your internal framework.
Right.
So always, if you're going to attract positive, you know, into your framework, you're going to put out a positive attitude. It's just automatic.
Hi, Christina. Right, so, okay,
so everything that's coming into you comes right back at you at that same. So positive coming in, you're going to have the positive coming out. And
negative going in.
Negative coming out.
Okay, all right.
So I'm always receiving positive energy all the time.
We'll talk about that.
Yes.
All right, is there anything else?
No, that's pretty much it.
That was it. Okay, so as you can see, when Greg thought of the word attitude, his first response was ego. So for him, an attitude, right, it kind of...
Well, Wayne Dyer says ego is edging God out.
Right.
Trying to go above and beyond everything.
Okay, right. All right, Christina, hello. Your video is showing up as psychedelic colors on my end. Oh, that's fun.
Wow. All right.
Well, our energy is immense right now, so maybe go out and come back in, Christina, see if that works.
Or refresh, maybe.
Refresh. Hi, Patrice. Okay, well, that's cool. I mean, and feel free, guys, when you hear the word attitude,
yep.
What do you immediately think in your head? It's super cool. Right on. What do you think of when you think of attitude? We're going to stop here for just a second because it's really important. These live shows on Sunday, we are, you know, life coaches as well. And so these shows are not just necessarily a show to watch. It's really more of like an interactive
participation. I would like to see more people, you know, putting in your comments, definitely.
Yeah,
I'd love to interact more.
Please do. Hi, Amy. So, yeah, maybe go out, come back in. Can everyone hear us okay? Can you thumb up us if you can hear us okay?
Hello, Patrice.
Okay. Yeah, we got a thumbs up and a heart.
Good.
Thank you for the hearts. Okay.
Hearts are always good.
Hearts are good. So, interestingly enough, when I thought of attitude, the first thing that came up for me was your attitude will determine your altitude. There's a really great quote by Zig Ziglar. Well, and that's it. Your attitude will determine your altitude. And, okay, great. Thanks, Christina. So when I think of attitude, I think of kind of what Greg was saying, what you put out there, what you're feeling, what you're vibrating out there to the world is what you're going to get back. But I looked at attitude as almost I don't know, it's almost like a reflection of what's going on inside.
At that time.
At
Because
that
sometimes you
time.
could have an attitude for this or that.
Yeah, depending upon your perspective of something. And so what I wrote was consistent emotion becomes your attitude. So when you feel something, you know, I think it's, Esther Hicks or Abraham Hicks says you have, I think, 17 seconds to shift that perspective, to raise your vibration, to, kind of take back your power. And so consistent emotion, when you're feeling something consistently over and over again, when you allow your thoughts and you allow what you're focusing on to be consistent on that one emotion, I believe that that is when there's a point almost where so much momentum builds up that it actually becomes your attitude at that point. So, if you think of a negative thought or about someone or something, and, within a very small amount of time, you shift that thought, you think of something else, you think of something else better about them or about where you are maybe, you completely shift it, your attitude's not going to change much because you caught it in time. But if you continue to think of that person in that negative way,
you're going to continue to keep getting the same.
And you talk about it and you start building that momentum and you think to yourself, how could that person have wronged me? And then you go to bed thinking that and you wake up with that and you start building all this momentum. Your attitude will form from that consistent momentum of emotion. So what I thought about was that your emotion is it's like a GPS signal, right? And you control the lever, right? You control how much you're going to gas that emotion and how much you're going to break off and kind of ease off of it. And it all determines how you can look at the perspective of your attitude or of your emotion. So I also wrote, it's the feelings behind your thoughts. So your attitude, again, comes from emotions, which is really feelings. And it's kind of the feelings behind what you think of. If you think of something, you're immediately your body was going to internally react.
Start reacting.
You'll react
within that manner of what you're thinking, yes.
Right, exactly. So
in an instant. It doesn't take long. That's the
high blood pressure, cholesterol buildup, white cells going to a certain area, sweats, fever, shaking.
Yeah, it could be
anything. And it all depends on what you decide is your, how long you're going to handle, how long you're going to stay with that attitude, basically. So with every, and you guys, like I said, feel free to just message away, ask questions. We're here to kind of have
interaction.
Interaction, yeah, because you know what? You're here, we're here. It's a Sunday night.
Let's do this together.
This is a powerful word, and the more that you interact, the more that you will connect with your own higher self, and the more that you will be able to look at things and participate and feel along with us. So definitely come one, come all, right? Okay. So with every single word in every chapter, because there's 3 parts. There's a definition, a Bible verse, and a food for thought. Did any of these connect with you this time?
Food for thought then, actually.
Okay, go ahead. Read food for thought. We won't go through the whole book because the idea is that you will purchase this book and then purchase our app and be able to work with us. How long does it take vision boards to take effect? So, Tim, with our Subliminal Vision Boards app that you have, it's really up to you. It's about how much momentum you're going to put on it, how much continued focus you're going to have.
How many times a day you use it.
How much momentum you have going in the other direction, the other way, right? Because if you have a lot of momentum in one direction and you start, shifting that momentum, turning that big yacht, in a sense, in the other direction, it's going to take a little time for you to not only turn in that direction, but also to start increasing speed. So there's not a real set time. It's really about how much intention, how much focus, how much momentum you've had on the other way of looking at it, how much positive momentum you're spinning it on, and then just letting it go. How much little resistance you have to back up that momentum. Because if you're doing any kind of resisting in your momentum,
That's
then
going to slow the momentum.
you're going to slow your momentum down. So there's not a cookie cutter. There's not a cookie cutter way of answering that, Tim. It's really about doing what you're doing and continually doing what you're doing, and then allowing what will be. But knowing that you're doing the best that you can, and that you are reprogramming your subconscious mind with our app, and that you are taking these really amazing action steps to shift your life. And be grateful and thankful for that alone, and everything else will start working its way.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautifully said. Just like you said, you can't put a time frame on a vision board because everybody's
video is blurry. Everyone's saying our video is blurry.
Yeah, I don't know why the video is blurry.
And we're on our network, right?
Tim, is your video blurry?
Hello, Tim. Tim, is your video blurry too? Maybe it's everyone's. Oh, that just went off.
Yeah, I don't know. There's really nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, I don't know. So,
well, let me go on here.
Yeah, we'll have Greg go on, and we'll just continue.
Food for thought.
Yeah.
Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. I like how it says it's a little thing because it's something that you can change in the flick of a switch. You know, if you see your attitude overwhelming you or overwhelming somebody else, make that switch.
Make that switch. And you have the power to do that.
Oh, within an instant.
You can't control other people, their attitude, their whatever, their momentum, their perspective. You can't. But you can control yours. You can control your perspective on your momentum, what direction you're going to put your attitude, positive or negative, and then being able to push that throttle in a sense. You know, how fast are you going to speed that up? Oh, nice. That's a great one. I like that food for thought. That's great. So there was this one part in this book where he had a question. The author had a question, and he said, it's a two-part question. He says, does your thinking drive your emotions, or do your emotions drive your thinking? So, guys, which one do you think comes first? Your thinking and then your emotions, or your emotions and then a thought?
Sometimes it happens both ways, I think.
Really?
It's not always one way. I've had it happen both ways. Yeah, so it could be a combination of both.
Combination of both.
Combination of both. I truly believe, because everyone's different. Not everyone's the same. Some people are going to have it one way, and some people are going to have it the other.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I kind of have experienced both too. I think the more momentum you have on your emotion, the quicker.
Well, I think whichever way you have momentum on, it's going to go towards that. So.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Right, because a lot of times we could put our momentum on our thoughts more than I think our momentum on,
and then
on our GPS system, on our emotions.
It goes without saying, whatever you put more intention on, it's going to go towards that way. So whatever it is, it doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah,
your
that's
thoughts
good.
Or your emotions. So if you put more focus on your thoughts, obviously, it's going to go towards that.
Bruce says, thinking comes first for me mostly. Right, so like Greg's saying, everyone is different.
Yeah.
So in this case, Bruce, if you know that your thinking comes first, then maybe there's imbalance there. Maybe you just need to kind of look and say, am I balanced maybe in my thinking and my emotion spectrum, right? You know, because I think that balance is really important. And when we're off balance, right, when we're thinking too much and we're not feeling enough, we're off balance. And when we go straight on to reaction, and we don't stop for a second, pull ourselves out.
I was just going to say, step back, step out of the situation, look around you, and figure out what's the best path to go forward.
Right, so maybe balance is hard for me, right? But Tim, now you know that balance is necessary, and now you can look within and ask yourself, where am I off balance? Am I thinking too much and not enough emotion? Or am I like straight on reacting with full on emotion? So much so that I'm not even taking a second to breathe and step back, like Greg's saying. So this is a chance for you to really look within and ask yourself, am I balanced? I don't think it matters which one really is coming first for you because, like you said, everyone's different. But my thing that I would like to connect with you, and hopefully that you're resonating with this, is are you balanced in those two pillars in a sense? You know, because that makes a lot of difference in how you react to your life, how much momentum you're putting on something. And, you know, if you quickly react, maybe you're not giving it enough time, enough broader perspective, and you're bringing too much negativity into your life just simply because you're reacting too quick.
Yeah, Tim even says I'm too emotional.
I'm too emotional. And that's, you know what, Tim? That's something that can be a detriment or it can be something, I mean, emotion's great. You definitely want emotion. But if it's hurting your life because you're too emotional,
often unstable, but working on it good, and
Tim.
never stop working on
right? And you want to create, you know, vision boards, Tim, like I am balanced. You know, I am connected with my inner GPS. I am always guided. I am always um,
it. You know, whatever it is that
whatever it
you feel
is you
you
feel.
need to focus and put more intention on is what you should create.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Because you know, our app is a wonderful divine tool that will allow you to create unlimited vision boards, which is really going to allow you to really sit down and really connect with yourself, maybe even once in your life, and really look within and ask yourself these questions like, am I balanced between my mind and my heart? Because for you to truly manifest the greatest joy and potential of your life, you really have to be balanced and aligned between your mind and your heart. When those two powerful are aligned,
yeah.
when they're aligned, that's when you're connected the most through source. That's when there's this this constant stream of ideas, of correct GPS, of intuition, of signs that come into your life, of synchronicity, right? So it's when we're most aligned between our mind and our hearts, that is when we can really truly be the powerful creators and manifestors that we are. Christina, I'm a very sensitive empath, so I pick up on the emotions of others as well as my own. And emotion's beautiful, Christina. That's beautiful. But I think what we're just saying is that just check in and make sure that your emotions aren't running your life, right? That there is some thought behind those emotions.
Let your inner self guide you.
Let your inner self guide you, and just make sure that your mind and your heart are in balance, are in alignment. That's key, I think, in this.
Always be balanced.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I just said, you know, there's another part. I mean, it's basically
Read it.
where the author says, you know, um, there's just two options here, right? So no matter what comes into your life, at any point in your life, good, bad, awful, wonderful, you have a choice of two options. You can greet that incident, that experience, that connection with a positive attitude, or you can greet it with a negative attitude. And I think depending upon, it's not really the experience that we go through, it always starts from within. And so again, it's one of those almost it just tells you basically that you always have a choice. It is always up to you within of how you react. You cannot determine what's going to happen in your experience of your life. Good things, bad things happen.
Everything's always coming to you. You don't know if it's
all the time.
So you always have to react in a positive way. Always.
You always have to touch within and find the better feeling. So certain things obviously are going to upset us. Certain things are going to anger us. but there's a lot of truths out there in the world. And so the beautiful thing is that so Sarah, sorry, real quickly. Wow, does the guest with you? This is my fiance Greg. Have a filter on him? No, this is crazy. Colorful energy around him. Wow, as well as beings dancing. Wow, honey, it's beautiful. No, there's no filter.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Now,
Around you too much.
woo! Well,
nice.
have fun with it. I don't know what's going on.
That's awesome.
We don't even have a filter. That's cool.
No.
Well,
that's good
bring it on. We'll bring some to you. Whatever we have
that's
going
funny
on.
that you mentioned that because we've been having some really hardcore energy through here.
Yeah.
As of late, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Well, we're just, we're coming from a place of love, and we are very, very powerful.
It's
a
definitely
colorful
a
party.
colorful
I can't wait till we watch this when this is over. How funny. Well, as long as you can see us, and I guess dance with us, right? Life's about dancing. Throw on your most colorful shirt and or colorful hats, and let's be all in color together. We'll have a rainbow party.
Nice. That sounds wonderful.
Mom, when I have a positive attitude, everything seems to fall into place. When I don't and I'm negative, the day becomes dark, all up to me. Yep, exactly. Okay, good, Sarah. Thank you for letting us know. I don't know. Come be in color with us.
An array of colors.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. I found another line on here for the
All right.
We all want to have more positive attitude, but very often we get trapped by a negative attitude. So basically, we get trapped and we lose our focus and nothing changes in our lives. So when that happens, the time is now for change, to look from within and to take action in the now. When you live in the now and take positive action, that's when things really start changing in your life.
Yeah, guys,
And
I mean, listen to him.
Your attitude will change.
He has been through a lot in his life. We both have. I mean, everyone has a story, right?
But you always have to remain balanced. You cannot
and you always
go
have
from
a choice.
one side to another. Yes. Oh, always have a choice.
You always have a choice. And it's really about how you feel. That's really, I mean, it's really about how you feel, guys, because that is our inner GPS. When we feel bad, we're further away from source. We're further away from our inner power. We're further away from our highest potential.
And I think people do get trapped in negative energy when you're watching in your daily lives, and I don't know how many of you watch, like NBC News or CBS News.
Any news.
It's all negative.
Very negative.
Everything. So you're continually hearing negative
Even
thoughts.
if you go to bed with it on, guys, that is going into your subconscious mind. Don't do it. Do not do that.
No, because you want to wake up in the morning with positive and go to bed with positive. The last thoughts before you go to bed should always be positive. You should be talking to yourself, listening from your inner self. Anything that's going to be positive before you go to bed, because that's what's going to give you nice dreams.
It prepares you for when you wake up the next
And think
morning.
about also the movies you watch, the songs you listen to. Everything affects your emotions. It's very wild.
And it's in those little steps that you decide. And again, I say decide because I mean, I'm almost becoming like I don't know, like just a vibration. I don't want to say like, I'm just so focused on how I feel lately, and it's really made a difference in my life. We'll be in the car and a song will come on and I'm turning it instantly.
Oh yeah, no, I used all the music I used to listen to. I change it now. I mean, not all of it, but a good portion of it because.
But the minute
words
that it's a low vibration.
Yeah, no, it's strange. I've changed a lot, and it's really helped me in my life.
Yeah, and even something like that, even dedicating that alone is going to change your life. Just listening to music that's going to make you feel good, because music is vibration. Words are vibration. When you see negative images, it's a vibration. It's going to create an emotional frequency in you that you're going to emit, and not only is it going to affect who you are, but what you're putting out there to the world. So if you watch the news before you have dinner, you're going to dinner with a low vibration of what you've just seen, and then you're talking about what you just saw on the news, what's going on, and you're continuing that momentum.
Now, my recommendation is to go to bed doing a subliminal take 5 like we do every night, because then you're putting that positive intention into your head right before you go to sleep. And we always get these wild dreams, and we're always, looking at dream meanings.
Yeah.
And, we've been getting just beautiful signs in our dreams, like, grasshoppers, abundance and prosperity.
It's wonderful.
It's beautiful
changing
because,
our dreams
because your dreams are focused on where you need to be.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It's exciting when you start using it and doing it every day.
And he's talking about our Subliminal Vision Board app.
Yes.
Where you can record your own voice. It has solfeggio frequencies. It has meditation.
On my vision
Zen
board,
sounds.
I have my own sound.
He does.
Well, I recorded myself because it's very powerful when you hear yourself. So
he has different boards.
I have about 20 affirmations going on one vision board, but it keeps looping itself. So I keep hearing it over and over and over. And I've been reading and listening to higher people that have been in this niche for a long time who know about affirmations and how to use them, because there's a specific way how to use affirmations, but not everybody's. It's not when you do affirmations, you need to say that they say at least an average of 400 or more times a day, which is not an easy thing to do because you're always getting distracted by everybody.
Right.
But when you put it on your vision board,
it's easy to do.
And for me, sometimes I have to drive 2 hours. I'll put it on and listen to it through the radio, and I'll hear it at least 400 or 500 times. I mean, it might sound crazy over and over, but what your brain hears and what your brain only knows is what you feed it.
And that's your subconscious mind.
It's
so
incredible.
I also want to add back to the book here for a second. So I had a breakthrough happen this last week, actually just a couple days ago. And I was looking at my attitude board, and I realized that, and I don't know if you do this as well, but in any that we call a bad relationship or a bad situation that happened into your life, we're talking like a good amount of time too. I realized that I was really putting a negative attitude to that situation. I was with someone for about 5 years, and I often mention him because he was an emotional abuser, mentally abuser, patronizer. He was a very hard energy. But what I did with this book and thinking about attitude, I realized that I have a very negative attitude about 5 years of my life, right? And when I started really thinking about, actually it happened because we were lying on the couch and we had the radio on, and Greg, it was last night, and Greg had this cute game where every song that came on, we would tell our first memory of it. And one of the songs, I had a memory when I used to live in the place in Magalia with my ex. And it was a beautiful summer day. It was every summer. I did the same thing. I was going to school, so I was doing my homework, on one of those what are those things called? Recliner, lawn chair type things.
By the pool.
No pool. There was no pool. It was actually in our driveway, and my dog was there. My kitty was there. Sun was beating down. I was covered in olive oil. Like I always did that with my dad because he always did that. We always did that together. But it was just a good moment came, and it flashed in my head. And for the first time in a long time, I let it in. I let that good memory in, and I realized that I've healed. I've healed because when you go through a bad breakup or a sad thing that happens, what I did was I ended up closing up, and I didn't even realize that I had, really, because at the time, thinking of any good memory was just so painful for me. But as the years progressed, I never dealt with that. And it was really a breakthrough for me, and I'm sharing this with you because I really want you to really look within and see if you're doing the same thing. Because Yes, he was obviously he wasn't the one for me. I mean, I would do it all over again just to find Greg and be in the place that we are in our life and our future, and
Thank you. That's very
you
sweet.
know, and you're welcome. And I'm so happy I went through that, you know. But I also don't have to look at it so negatively anymore. I can look at and say there were good times, and I'm appreciative of those good times that happened because when I was able to shift my attitude on past experiences as well, and that was where I'm going with this. It helped me so, so much. It was a release that happened. It was this negative barrier that I had wrapped around those 5 years, really just protecting myself, you know, forgetting those memories, those good memories, not willing to open that door and see those again and remember those again. And realizing that I can go back there. And not only can I, but when I went back there to those good moments, um, I could focus on those and I could still live in the high vibration and focus on keeping my vibration high on only thoughts are good thoughts from the past. So you can change your attitude not only on what's going on now, but also from past instances. You really have the power. You have the power to shift that perspective and know that it's okay to feel those good times too. Don't forget those good
No, you
memories.
changed as a person within from last night. I can see it,
Yeah,
that glow in you.
it was
Because
incredible.
it's almost as if you were holding something in.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean? And of
was.
course
And I
you
didn't
did
even
have
know I
good.
was.
No, but you know,
Yeah,
within all those times, there has to be good
it has
times.
to be.
But you
Yeah.
were suppressing it as a whole.
Right. I was suppressing it as a whole. I'm just going to grab my clip here. Yeah, I was suppressing it as a whole, and um, I was still looking at it with a negative attitude about it, holding on to only the negative things. And I'm not going to do that anymore because I have the power to shift that perspective, and I realize that, and I really want you guys to think about that. You
That's
know?
expanding you more, I think,
Yeah.
because I'm sure there's more in there.
There's
You
more
know,
in there. There is.
yeah.
Our subconscious mind holds on to a lot, and our hearts hold on to protect us. But when you can say, you know what, I'm strong enough, I don't need that protection. That was years ago. That was months ago. That was decades ago. When you can let that person go and send love to yourself back then and remember the good times, it really shifts your vibration to bring you into your present now in a whole different way. It really,
Yeah,
really
no,
was
and it'll
something,
make you feel good, just like
right?
music does.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
When you think of good thoughts and good feelings, you definitely will change your
Mhm.
outlook on everything and feel good from within.
Right, right.
It's a beautiful thing.
Did you have anything more?
I did.
Do you guys have anything more? Are you guys doing this with us? Did you, download the book, download our app? Are you doing this along with us? Do you have any questions when you read Attitude? Did anything pop up for you? Definitely feel free to join us and comment.
All right. Here's another thing that stood out for me. As humans, we are designed with the capacity to become aware of our design and manage that design into the direction that best serves us and other humans. What we need to have is focused attention on what we want to manifest into our reality, taking all the necessary steps and always staying in a high vibration attitude that is kind and loving to all. And when you're kind and loving to all will be in harmony within you and you'll be aligned.
Christina says, I have the app, but I do need to download the book. It's at the Amazon store, Christina. I'll put the link up. Sarah says, I did download the app right on, but I haven't added anything to my vision board yet. Okay. Start deliberately creating your life, Sarah. And we always ask you, it's good. This is a good question to ask yourself. What is one thing you would like to heal or manifest in your life?
I would like everybody to answer that question.
Yeah, and even if you don't want to write it down, it's personal, that's fine. But ask yourself that every day, what is one thing I want to heal or manifest in my life? And whatever that is, create a vision board for
Because
it
you create
with our
your
app.
story. You are the
Exactly.
writer of your
You
story.
can shift anything.
And with this tool, you can make that happen. You have the
Mhm.
power to make it happen. That's what's so awesome about this. Financial security, need more
Need more
money.
money. I want balance. There you go. So everybody, financial security. So a lot of times when we're focusing on wanting, we're really putting a lot of momentum and attention on the lack of. So, with this app, forget any kind of I want money. It's you want to create a subliminal vision board of how it feels to already have the money that you have.
You
So whatever it is that
comments you can put on your board.
want,
I am financially free. I
right?
feel good. I am confident. Money flows to me
Mhm.
easily. I have money.
Right.
Always know that it's coming to you, and write that down and say it.
And look at it every day and just reprogram your mind with it, and download images too, because our minds react with images, and when you see images, you're going to automatically feel an emotion, which is, vibration and frequency. So images help a lot. So whatever it is that you want the money, whatever the why, focus on the why you want financial security. What does that mean for you, Christina, when you think of financial security? Is it, freedom to travel? Is it, money for the kids' school? Is it
your vacation? You want to remodel the bathroom?
Whatever it is, everyone is different. So make sure that that's what you want to do, is focus on the why. So speak as if I'm already financially secure. Okay, exactly, Christina. You want to be the highest potential. So whatever you have on your board, imagine that's your life. Imagine that is how you feel. Whatever it is that you want, put it on your vision board, and the exact images and the exact affirmations.
One thing I always do is I'll say it to the universe, because the universe is always going to respond to you with a yes.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I am financially free. Yes, you are financially free. Mm-hmm. Or if you say, I want money, and the universe is going to say, yep, you do want money. And that's not going to bring you money.
You just keep wanting.
You have to be
want.
Intentionally what you want exactly.
Exactly. Because when you're putting on intentionally what you want or what you feel, the why behind the financial secure, the why behind the more money, the why behind the balance. What you're going to do is you're going to raise that vibration, and what you're going to do is you're going to end up meeting your higher potential, because your higher potential is in a very high vibration. And when you're going along in life and you're just feeling good and you're looking at it and you're feeling as if you already have that security, and you're looking at that house that you want, that you and whatever it is that you feel for that financial security, your vibration is going to rise. And the more you continually look at those pictures, the more you continuously feel that high vibration, the more momentum you're going to create, and you're ultimately going to meet that highest potential. You're going to meet your dreams. You're going to meet whatever it is that
I say
you want.
Just keep ingraining your brain and your subconscious with it. Overload yourself. You will only know what you put into your subconscious, and then things will start happening, and then you'll start having to take action on things, and you will get to where you want to be. I promise you.
Exactly. It really is about attitude, though. And
you have to believe, and you have to know from the beginning. There's no doubt about it. This is what I'm doing. This is how it's going to be. Set dates. The universe loves dates. It may sound crazy, but
I tell you that.
Yeah, you did, and I've seen it in action.
Yeah.
It's happened. You
times.
set a date and focus on that. And I even say my dates.
Mm-hmm. Say your dates.
Say it.
Be accountable with yourself and with the universe at all times, whatever it is that you want in your life. If you want that financial security, that's great. Put a date to it. You know, we have a wonderful feature in our app too. It's called the Action Planner. And it's a brainstorming feature that will allow you to really brainstorm your goals and dreams,
Very powerful.
to really dedicate, put a date to it. You know, dedicate 3 things that you will do to make whatever your goal and dream happen. You know, your dreams, you are a creator, right? You are a deliberate creator of your life. And that takes action, a little bit of action and momentum, continuous momentum. Continuous momentum. So, you know, you can't think that just things are just going to kind of fly towards you.
No, you have to do this.
You have to take
That's why within the
action.
app we have the notifications for you to do your subliminal take 5, because people get caught up every day and you lose track of things, and
so
before you know it, you need to set
5
that
minutes
timer.
a day, you know, in the morning or night, preferably both, where you're going to dedicate 5 minutes a day where you're going to sit there and you're going to focus on what you want in life. You're going to focus on the boards that you create, the images that you see, the things that make you feel better. Sarah, as an example, that check that Jim Carrey wrote to the universe himself as to when he'd make his first $1 million, it happened by the date that he didn't realize it until years later. I do believe that works. Absolutely. A lot of celebrities, this is how they're becoming celebrities. They are visualizing their goals. They're visualizing their dreams. And with our app, it's convenient. It's right on your phone. You get direct Google images, and you get the advanced subliminal technology.
I wish I would have had this tool back in the day.
It's a tool like nothing else, guys. And that's exactly right, Sarah. It's exactly right.
I will always use this tool.
There's nothing that you have to do, guys. You already are an innate creator of your life. You already are an innate creator of your life. So all you have to do is shift it from being a creator by default, where you're just focusing on what's going now, what's happening now, and you're not looking at a broader picture. When you become an autopilot, that is when you lose your innate power to start deliberately creating the life you want. So that's what this app does. It allows you, it's an educational tool that really connects you with you, right? I mean, that's what I'm finding, is it's connecting with who I am. I mean, when was the last time you even asked yourself what you want? And then even if you've answered that, when was the last time
you've ever put that much attention and focus towards what you want?
Action toward that.
Because everybody has things that they want, and they say, oh yeah, I want this. But now that you have a tool like this, you can really harness the power of the universe from within you and make things happen. It's truly amazing. I love it.
We use it every day. We love it.
Because every day things are happening for us.
Yeah. Every day.
When your brain only knows positive and good of what you want, that's all you're gonna get.
Nice.
It's very exciting.
Yeah, it really is. And we are just here because we love you and because we have seen it work for us. And that is why we have created it for you. I mean, we've created it, you know, it's through us, but it's from the universe and it's for you guys. It's for everybody.
You know, we just made it to the way that we would want everybody to use it. Simple, easy. It's not hard to use.
Yeah, my mom uses it. It's shifting her life. Hi, Patty. Yeah, exactly, guys. So, hi, Lucy. So that's probably the message tonight. Is you know, attitude is maybe not everything, but it's sure a hell of a lot. And you have the power to shift that attitude. If you find yourself spiraling down, you can shift that. You know, I am not in like the greatest job right now, and we're not in the greatest apartment. We don't like Charlotte all that much. We're working on it.
It's a stepping stone for us.
But what we have even decided is that we are going to really appreciate it. We have been focusing on a lot of the negative because we want to leave. But we are, but that's adding resistance. That's adding resistance to our path, to what we want. So what we've decided, and this might help you too, is we're gonna
Appreciate
appreciate
what we have for
each
now
other,
and be grateful
appreciate
for what we have.
we have shelter, we have a home. I'm gonna start appreciating my job now. I've been calling it boring behind a desk. I just, I'm like, why am I even here
It's
doing
just
this? I really want to be doing this. And I'm going every day in traffic, and I'm sitting at a desk with no windows, and I'm not allowed to take breaks. And I've been really focusing on all the negatives. And what I have to say is that reading this book and using our app and realizing that I have the power to shift my attitude, my perspective.
has truly helped.
I'm realizing it just now, actually. I'm gonna go to work tomorrow and I'm gonna be positive. I'm gonna walk in there with a smile on my face, friggin' grateful that I get to come home to you, that I get to come home to a beautiful apartment, that you and I are on this amazing mission and journey
And to
together.
know that life is shifting right before our
Life
eyes.
is shifting.
Everything's happening.
Life is always shifting. There is
Always
never a
shifting.
time when you're stuck, and there's never a time when things just continue to stay the same.
No, if
You
it does, you should be
always
doing
have
something to
the
change
power to
that.
take action. So so that's really the message is your attitude in balance? Are you aligned within your thinking and your emotions and your feeling? And look at the past a little bit. Take it from me, guys. It will really release anything that you're, guarding in your life. Because when we guard our hearts, when we are guarding our memories, um, it's really a resistance. We're really adding resistance to our life. When we can shift that perspective, harness and fall in love again with those happy memories, because it's those kind of memories, the good memories, that give you that hope, that give you that light, that give you that inspiration, that keep your vibration high. It's those memories that are the ones you're really ultimately going to remember in your life. So really look and see if you're guarding any happy memories, because maybe it's hard, you think it's going to be sad to look at it, but nonetheless, that was a part of your life. That is a part of your book. And when you can appreciate those good times too,
They open up a lot of feelings you didn't realize
they
you had.
do.
Because
They do.
just from last night, I can see a difference.
Yeah, it hit me hard last
Good.
night, and it was
And it needed to.
it was my awakening. It was that next evolution, that next expansion in me. Because I always think I have a great attitude. I'm like, yeah, I'm a positive person. I've got, you know, so much ahead of me. I've got this great person with me, a beautiful soul. I've got a great cat. Like,
Everything is going.
life is going. And yet, even with someone like me, that I think I'm a pretty optimistic and happy person, positive person. Even I realized that I had a negative attitude from parts of my past that I needed to clean up. So that's really it.
Sarah was asking what the name of the book was. Sarah, it's called 52 Words. It's by Jason Tyne.
Yep. And I'm going to put the Amazon link on here as well. And I'll put the app as well. It's Subliminal Vision Boards. It's at the Google Play Store, iTunes now, so it's available for everybody. Tim says, gotta put my girls to bed. Love to you. All right, love to you,
And
Tim.
yes, Karen,
Keep
definitely
going, Tim. You're
success
doing
is
great.
a journey.
Yeah, success is a journey, and that's your ups and downs.
But you got to make that journey fun, I believe. We believe in making it fun, because if it's not fun, I don't want to do it.
We're learning it. We're learning
I want to
that.
have fun with you.
Oh, you're welcome, Sarah. Absolutely. Natalie says, couldn't be more synchronized as my twin, and I have issues with our attitudes. Yeah, it's, we have to remember that we are still always individual souls, that we are always, we come individually into a relationship and we mold together, but there is a part of you to have that balance that must always be within. in your own individual, soul. You can't always just merge completely in with someone. And then we have to remember that we're human, right? We're always going to have different attitudes for different things, different perspectives for different things. What?
One may have an attitude that I don't like, and you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
not everybody is going to be the same.
Yeah, and we made this deal where
Yeah, we did.
we made a couple of deals. It's been a really powerful weekend for us. But one of them is that when we are lowering our vibration, when one of us starts saying something that's going in a negative way, we're gonna stop them and say, come back, just come back to it.
Yeah, no, it's really nice when you
It's
can
nice
do it
when you
together.
can bounce that off, But even if you don't have someone to do that with, you just gotta have that dedication for yourself.
And you gotta always step back. Step back for a second. If you have to step back and think about it, do that.
Right. Align
It
yourself
only takes yourself,
then
a good 20 seconds just to step back and think about the situation.
and feel your body. Connect with your body. If you're breathing heavy, if you're sweating, if your heartbeat is racing, step back, breathe, go outside, take a glass of water.
You're on your
Whatever
time.
you have to do to bring yourself back to the power within, to that intention and that alignment, that's what you want to do. Esther Hicks or Abraham Hicks always says, align and then act, align and then speak, align and then move.
Because if you're not aligned when you take action,
it's going to create dissonance.
It's not going to be the action that you would have normally done if you were aligned with your heart and your head.
Right. It's always more powerful to be aligned. Always. So if and that starts a big part of your alignment is your attitude on things. It really is. Your attitude on your past. Your attitude on your present. This word has evolved
so big already since we started.
I know. Just the word alone.
Just the word attitude
But it
alone.
makes a difference. Your attitude on your past, your attitude on your present, and your attitude on how you feel your future. And it all is about your feelings.
Your attitude defines your vibrational force within you too. So always being at a high vibrational feeling is definitely going to give you a good attitude.
Yeah, absolutely.
That attitude plays a big part in people's lives.
Absolutely, and it's important because what your attitude is for yourself, you're going to emit a frequency, and you're going to put an attitude energy on someone else, and that can make or break their day.
Well, whenever you put that energy out, you're attracting that same energy. So you're gonna, if you have a low vibration, you're gonna start attracting low vibrational people to you.
Right.
When you're at a high vibration, you'll start meeting people on the same frequency level as you. It's amazing.
Exactly.
You truly start attracting the people that are at your vibrational force.
You do. You really do.
No, it's
and when things are going kind of crappy, right? You stub your toe, and then you get toothpaste on your shirt, and you get a flat tire, whatever. So watch your life, and if you see things happening that you don't want happening, you're attracting that. You create your reality. So that is a really wonderful time. If you stub your toe, you need to say, okay, what was my thought before that? What am I shifting? Because I'm not going to continue my day like this.
It's a spiral out of control.
Because you always have, what exactly, spiral is a great word. You start right here, and you can either spiral up or you can spiral down. And it's always up to you. It's kind of the whole throttle thing. You have absolute power on which direction you go, whether it's going up or going down. And then you have the power to put however much momentum, however many thoughts, however much emotion, however much you want to talk about it, think about it, sleep about it, wake up about it. It's all energy. And when you realize that you have full control over everything,
and you start seeing that you can't control it,
it's an amazing feeling, guys. It really is amazing. Thank you, Lucy. It really is true. And just play with it. I mean, whatever attitude you're in right now that isn't serving your highest purpose, switch it. Shift it.
We've been so excited.
Whatever you can do, try something, because obviously what you're doing isn't working. So you've got to do something else, right? Do something else. Don't just stay where you are and bitch and whine and moan about it, because you're just going to get more of it. You have a power within you to shift and change your life. And it starts with going in the direction that you want and creating momentum always consistently on it. Even if it's one thing a day, 5 minutes a day when you use our app, that is enough consistent momentum that is going to change your life in a very, very short time. We just got like five-star reviews on our Google Play Store. And I mean, it just warms our hearts so much because we're changing people's lives. Our app is changing people's lives.
It puts you in the vortex.
It does.
And when we refer to the vortex, meaning, like, for example, if you're like on it, let's say I'll use a sports term, I'll be making shots, basketball, going in the net. You keep going, the momentum's building. Right. We are living in that momentum. It is truly,
it's an amazing feeling.
Everything we've been doing, we've been getting action that we've had to take on, and it's been leading to this person,
and the world wants this app,
and it's
out
not slowing
so
down.
It's incredible.
We've never been in this kind of light that we're creating, because it, you know, they say that when the universe makes things happen, it loves to happen fast. It just is like it happens. It's happening so fast that it's amazing. I was thinking of some things that were going to happen maybe a half a year down the line, but we're going into things starting now.
Right, really quick. It's happening.
It's amazing.
And,
it's amazing.
And you know, look for signs, guys, because you don't have to know the how. You just have to focus on the why. That's all it is. Just focus on how it's going to make you feel better. That's all it takes.
And believe.
And believe.
Believe and believe.
Yeah. And I don't know, I did a post earlier. I was, when I woke up this morning, I'm starting to wake up really excited about my day. I went with Boo Boos and our kitty, and we went into our guest bedroom, and I had the puzzle down on the floor, and I was really being in the now, watching her roll around in the sun. And I had this great music going. Thomas Oden, you guys got to check it out. Thomas Oden, amazing artist. And he and it just put me into this like meditative state doing this puzzle. And I don't know, but it's a puzzle that has 99 best places of the world, and it's really cool. Each square is one of the best 99 places all over the world. And I found this piece that it showed this little guy, because it was a little piece, but he was sitting on this little bench, and there's by a tree. And I thought, where does this go? You know, where does this little guy go in the 99 different places? And there was a moment this morning where I thought to myself, because I had the piece, and all the rest of the world was below it. And I thought, gosh, you know, we are really tiny in this world. You know, when you look at how, I mean, we're like an ant.
If that,
like bacteria. I mean, it's amazing. And there was a moment where I thought, gosh, we are so tiny in this world. And I don't know what it was. It wasn't a voice. It wasn't like I heard myself. You know, when you can hear your own thoughts and it's kind of in your own voice. This was like a vibrational frequency that I heard through that. And it said, tiny in form, grand in spirit. And it was such a moment today. I don't know if I connected with Abraham, because that was some kind of a vibrational frequency message that came through. I don't know if it was Mother Gaia, if it was
something.
Source,
it was something that came
but it was
through.
something so beautiful. And I want to bring that message to you tonight, that, you know, there are times in your life, when you feel tiny, when you feel maybe even insignificant, neglected, rejected in life. But there is such a grandness to your spirit, a grandness to your purpose, to your soul, to your higher perspective, your higher being. So never forget of how powerful you really are, because you may be tiny in form, but you are grand in your dreams. You are grand in your goals, and you are grand in your spirit, and that part of you that
It's so big.
is so expansive. And we're all one. We're all connected. Never ever think that you're tiny because you're the universe. You're everything that is everything. You're energy. You're part of it all. And at the same time, we're nothing. It's a beautiful conundrum. And I just want you to remember that because I know in my life there have been times when I felt insignificant and I felt tiny. And hearing that message was really touching to me. And I think there's just, I was meant to really say it tonight because I don't know if there's someone out there that just really needs to hear that, but it was an amazing, amazing moment for me. And it was, I don't know,
No,
it was really something.
yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, thank you, Lucy. Sarah, oh, that's amazing. It's difficult for many of us to wake up excited each day anymore due to everything around us. It's always amazing when this happens. But you know what, Sarah? You know how you say it's hard to wake up every day, feeling, excited. But it all starts with your perspective,
And also,
you
I think
know?
when you go to bed excited,
Right,
you wake up excited.
right.
You want to
Very
wake up
true.
excited? Go to bed excited. Tell yourself positive things every night.
Do an excitement board.
But
When you're looking at what you want in your life, when you're looking at your board of what you want to heal or manifest, and you're looking at images and you're raising your vibration 5 minutes before you go to bed, you're going to go to bed with that vibration. And when you go to sleep, everything kind of shuts off. Your consciousness shuts off. You live in your subconscious mind at that point. And so when you come back and you wake up and you come back to the world at 6:30 or whatever when your alarm goes off, you're gonna wake up with that same vibration that you went to bed with.
and that's continuing the momentum because when
It
you go to
is.
bed, how
It
long?
is.
What does Abraham say?
17 seconds.
17 seconds. So if you're doing the
17
subliminal
seconds.
take
For
5 minutes,
Just
you are
imagine
creating so
your
much
momentum.
momentum is building
It's incredible.
right
Yeah.
before you go to bed. So you're going to bed, and the universe is creating the momentum around
Right.
you.
Right.
And when you wake up, you feel that momentum
Right.
more.
And when you
another 5
wake up,
minutes.
do another 5 minutes, prepave that day, prepave your day.
It's-
Have that high vibration. Meet your kids when you're waking them up for school. Meet them with that vibration, right? That 5 minutes that you've raised your vibration, you've taken time for you. Kiss your husband with that vibration. Make breakfast with that vibration. Brush your teeth with that vibration.
Stay in that
Keep
vibration.
it going. When you're listening to music, only listen to music that's going to keep you in that vibration. It's all about how you feel, and the more importance that you put on how you feel, it's going to affect your life, and it's going to affect your family, and it's going to affect your future, and it's ultimately going to affect the world.
And your attitude.
And your attitude.
That word.
So keep your vibration high and know you have the power to do that. But it's all about your attitude. And your attitude is all about how you go to bed at night and how you wake up in the morning, what books you're reading. Definitely, guys, go download this. Go get this book. It's an incredible workshop that we're doing with everybody. And it's something fun that you can do with us, that you can do, for yourself, with your friends. This is like a little book club. It's cute. It's becoming, it's just evolving like we all are, right? So go grab this book at the Amazon store. Go download our app. Start deliberately creating your life. When was the last time you took back your power and started putting focus on what you want in your life? And that's when you're truly living. That's when you're truly putting your intention and using that innate power that's already inside of you, that's just waiting to be expressed.
And I'm so excited for everybody who uses it.
I know. It's so neat. I just
because
love
I see what
hearing...
it's doing to us.
Right,
and
right.
And what it can do for us, it can do for you.
Dan.
It's not We're not,
Hi, Thomas.
it works for everybody. That's the beautiful thing. You just have to use it
Just have to use
and
it.
be consistent. People,
Yeah.
it's like when people buy books, they read 2 pages, then they stop. They download an app, they set it aside.
Right.
This is an app that if you use it,
Right.
it will change your life.
It will.
I love seeing how our lives are transforming. By the way, we just went vegan.
Yes.
Completely 100%.
We're gonna do vegan. We're just gonna do it.
We're shifting
We're
our
done.
bodies. We're
done.
changing our mindsets. Everything's happening on our path.
And we used to buy like a month's worth of groceries, and half of them go bad, and we're eating out all the time, and we're getting tired of the restaurants that are around us, and we just decided
we're leaping.
We're leaping again. We're gonna leap, and we're gonna find our highest potential in our bodies now, because I don't really know my highest potential. I know this isn't it. I love me. I'm not going to say I don't. I love myself. I love my body. I love, where I am in my life. But I want more. And that's okay to want more. And not only am I going to want more, but we're doing something about it. We're going to eat better. We're going to portion control. And ultimately, we're going to
feed our bodies healthy
food. And we're going to work out. And we're going to start creating momentum for our life. And what did it? We created a vision board.
Of course.
A vegan vision board. And we talked about it, and we just decided we're just going to just make it happen.
You do it, because when you leap, the universe likes it when you leap.
They do. It does.
And you just go in and make it happen and do it and take action, and things will start changing around.
It will. Whatever you want in your life, it always starts with an idea. And it's up to you on what you want to do with that idea. It's always up to you on how much momentum you want to push into that idea. It's always up to you on whether you want to reject that idea or keep going in that direction. You have full control over everything in your life. Everything. Everything that happens, you have control over your reaction. You have control over how much you want to look at it, how much you want to think about it, everything. So
it's up to you. You have the power to make things happen.
If you're not your highest potential right now, and you know it, and you feel it, and you want more in your life, give yourself a great hug and say thank you. Thank you for honoring that innate part of me that wants to expand, that wants to experience more in my life, that wants to become more in my life, because I know that when I'm becoming my highest potential and my alignment, I serve others more. Thank you for doing that.
I think people should go out and watch The Secret again.
Yeah, watch The Secret.
And they're making a movie coming out next.
Yes.
The Secret movie.
Isn't that wonderful?
Katie Holmes is going to star in this movie.
Yeah, Law of Attraction is really going to become
starting to get more out there.
More mainstream.
More mainstream, exactly.
And vision boards are too, and our app is going to, it already is in so many ways. We have a lot of stuff going on right now. It's really going to impact just so many people's lives, because it's the best vision board app tool out there really.
And we created
it. Sarah, go watch that again. Watch the movies you're watching. Definitely, everyone, if you haven't seen it, please go see The Secret.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Netflix, yeah, and it's everything that we're talking about. It's all about visualizing.
The secret is the law of attraction.
It's visualizing, but it's also taking action, because visualizing, and when you create your vision boards with our app, you're already making momentum, just because of you're putting that focus on. And the more focus that you put on those boards, the more momentum you're doing. It's an exciting time, guys.
Life is a
mirror.
What you do reflects back, and more people are becoming aware. That is what's very exciting.
And it's amazing, guys, because just 5 minutes a day can really shift your life. And when you think about the impact, if everyone just spent 5 minutes a day,
I think if you did,
focusing on what they want in their life, if we all just took 5 minutes a day and loved ourselves more for 5 minutes, you're worth 5 minutes, aren't you? And can you imagine if everyone did that? That is our plan. That is our vision. Because when everyone does this, we are going to shift the consciousness of the masses. That could save us. That could save our planet. That can save,
That can give
everything.
people creative new ideas for new things.
That the whole world, it just expands in so many ways. Because when you focus on your life and what you love and your purpose, and you finally leap and you do it, you get to you share that gift, that who you are,
with everybody.
with the world, with the world. And so when you aren't focusing on what you want, when you're not happy with your life, the world misses out, including you. Sarah, for some reason, Rhonda Byrne, the Harry Potter author, I believe, just popped into my head. She believed her story needed to be heard. I love her story. Yeah, Rhonda Byrne is the author of The Secret, and she's got an amazing story. And
it was awesome that she shared it with everybody. I believe it was back in 2006.
Yeah.
That's when I first was introduced to
really?
The Secret. Yeah, and once I was introduced to The Secret, then I started doing more investigation on the law of attraction, reading Wayne Dyer books,
right,
and getting into binaural beats and meditation, and it all just evolved from there. And it's putting the attention on everything has just been building, and the momentum is so huge. Now we're rolling downhill. We're getting bigger. The snowball is expanding.
And the beautiful thing is that ultimately we just want to help people. I mean, that's really what it's about, is that when we have jumped to create this app, and the more people that are using it and loving it and deliberately creating their lives and having better marriages and healthier bodies and clearer minds and more joy in their life, new careers, new homes, new vacations, that because those people are using it and shifting their lives, that's just what you put out there is what you're getting back in. And so that's all it is that we're just reaping the benefits of everyone else shifting and changing their lives. And I mean, that's a beautiful bonus. I mean, that's really the best way possible that you can share your purpose and your gift to the world, is by helping others. Because I mean, there's no other, I don't think there's any other better way of having a business and sharing it to the world and being able to help people find their joy and find their life again.
Yeah, it just happened to be one of those tools that benefits everybody.
That's okay, Sarah, no problem. That's great. Yeah,
like I was saying about the movie, I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, so it's becoming more mainstream, and that's what this is about, and that's going to help really boost our app being able to be seen by so many, because once people realize, because people believe in the media, and it's a huge step for Hollywood to put a lot of momentum and intense focus on the law of attraction. This is a big, big thing. It's even bigger than The Secret, because it's mainstream at that point.
Yeah, that was just a documentary before, so it wasn't really seen by, because I ask a lot of people today still, and a lot of people don't even know what the law of attraction is.
Right.
Which is really shocking to me. Mm-hmm. But they understand it. They don't know by name. I always give the saying as, if you thought of a friend and the friend calls you the next day, you attracted that to you. Whether people know, they deliberately put out that intention and focus.
Right.
And that's funny, because not everything happens as quickly as you want it to, but something as simple as thinking of a friend, and that friend connects with the energy that you're sending to him, and calls you. It's amazing. Just something like that. And I've done the trick with pennies. I get pennies all the time, and I jump up for joy every time I get a penny. And I don't care if anybody's looking at me. And it's not because of the value of the penny, but it's knowing that I can manifest pennies. Mm-hmm. So it's not. It's amazing. I love it, I think.
And there's no limitation to what you can do. You are an innate creator. We have been using our imaginations from the very beginning that we're born on this earth. And it's not until your parents or your teacher or someone says, hey, come on, head out of the clouds, come back to reality, guys. Come on, right now. Listen to me. I'm talking to you, and takes you out of your dreamland, your, daydreaming. That's what you normally do. And so we have been programmed and brainwashed not to imagine, not to use our innate creativity that's inside of us.
I think daydreaming is awesome.
Daydreaming is amazing.
You should always daydream. Never stop daydreaming.
Right. And so when you're using our app, it's so amazing because you're able to really, get in touch with that creative part in you. And even when you don't think you're creative, as you start using our app and you start looking at different quotes or whatever it is you want to heal or manifest in your life, you will start connecting within. And there's no right or wrong way. This is all you. There's no templates. This is whatever you want to create, whatever you want to put that focus on, whatever you want to change and shift in your life. That's the right thing. That's the right thing to start with. So
I want everybody to use this and start creating.
Yeah. So if you guys have any questions or anything, let us know. We're here. This is again the book, 52 Words. We're at 1 month. If you've missed any of our episodes, please go to the YouTube channel, Subliminal Vision Boards app.
Yes, you've been posting all the previous shows.
I put all the previous shows on there, so feel free to view it there. I'll put the link to the book, the link to the app in the comments. And you guys just really be aware of your attitude. Be aware of your vibration. Be aware of how you feel. And know that you, in a second, you have the power to shift that. You have the power to choose how you go to sleep at night, how you wake up at night, how you decide to view your career, your job,
your life as a whole.
Your boyfriend,
you are in control
your kids,
of everything.
The traffic, your health, your non-health, your body, your Aunt Stacia or whatever. Your attitude, your crazy uncle. Your attitude and your perspective can change everything. Everything, But it always starts with you, and you always have the power. So thank you, Mom. Mom's awesome.
Awesome show tonight. Thank you, Nancy.
Yeah. So, what we were gonna do. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we found out that you can actually bring someone onto the video.
Do you know how to do this exactly?
I don't really know exactly. I think you have to do it on the phone. But if you would like to connect with us, yeah, Sarah, there's a channel. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Subliminal Vision Boards. And we also have a Facebook page too, Subliminal Vision Boards as well. And if you haven't already, if you can do a little rating there, all the ratings that go on to the Facebook Subliminal Vision Boards will go onto our website. Yeah. So yeah, definitely check it out.
Definitely check out the website too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
www.subliminalvisionboards.com. And I'll post all of this in a comment for you. But so the big surprise here is that we would like to offer that if you would like to come on, if you're ready to leap and have a one-on-one with us and everybody, we would love to connect with you, listen to you, see if there's something that maybe we can say to you, or maybe we can give you another option, another thought about it. But have like a little like a one-on-one session where people can comment, where you can connect with us face to face, because I know typing can be kind of a pain. So is anyone up to, would you like to come on as a video where everyone can kind of see you and we can connect one-on-one and
let us know
and have a moment.
Are you what are you wanting more in your life? Are you wanting to
see if we can kind of zone in a little bit on what's going on in your life.
Yeah, and see what we can do to make that happen for you.
Sometimes you just need a friend to talk to, and we have a pretty good perspective on things. Sometimes it's it's somebody from an outsider's perspective that can give you the clarity that you're not seeing and the blurry craziness of what is. And that's what we're offering, is maybe just an outside perspective, maybe of something that might be going on. And if you feel up to it, we'd be more than happy to connect and have a one-on-one and bring you on. So I guess type yes if you want to, or type leap. How about that?
Leap.
Make your first leap with us.
I'd like to come on next week.
Next
Next week would
okay.
be great,
That
Nancy.
sounds
We'll make
great.
sure we get you in next week.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So who else would like to, if there is someone that would like to connect with us, we can do this.
Try and get you on there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let you
So
out
if
work
there's
so we can-
anyone that would like to do that, what we can do, I think it has to be done on a phone. So we can get out of here and then do another live right away and do it from our phone. Oh, Bruce. Okay, wonderful. Bruce wants to lead tonight.
Nice.
Yay! Bruce wants to lead tonight. Okay, perfect, Bruce. So what I'm going to do is we're going to actually close down this. We'll finish this
It
live.
doesn't do it right.
It won't let me. Yeah, I can already tell there's not an option. And then, well, maybe we can invite friends. I don't know. Let me
How
see.
does that work?
We're going to try
We're
this.
going to experiment here real quick.
Yeah, I don't know if invite friends to watch. Yeah, no, okay,
Is
so
that all it is?
yeah, so it looks like we have to finish this one and then do this from our phone. So we'll go live in just a second and we'll be, I guess, calling you then. I guess that's how you do it, like a Facebook Messenger type thing.
It works better on the phone.
It has to be on the phone, it looks
Okay.
like, yeah.
Well,
So,
thank you for watching
yeah, and
about
so
the word. That was great.
Yep, and come join us and let's leap with Bruce tonight. And if anyone else wants to leap and have a one-on-one, let's do that. So thank you so much for joining, and we'll be back in like 5 minutes or less than that. Facebook has been doing quirky updates, so it constantly changes. Okay, yeah, I know, it's kind of crazy. But we're gonna finish here, and then we're gonna do one from our phone, and we'll be right back. All right, I love you guys. See you on the other side in just a second.